Hey guys, Mike from FIGS here. We're going to be doing a #1 bushing upgrade on these ISF front lower arms, and this car has had our #2 bushings on it for a long time, you know, before FIGS brackets. So one thing I wanted to point out is let's look at how this bushing is wearing. First of all, you'll notice that, hey, that thrust surface, if you will, looks to be in good shape. Again, kind of pointing out that we're not seeing thrust loads in this arm, we're seeing pivot loads. So pivot load means that if we're constrained right here, we're actually going to pivot this way, right? So all the load more or less goes this way into the bushing, a little bit of a vector that way, but for the most part, we don't need a large thrust surface on that. We just need to make sure that this is lubricated and that this bushing is going to hold up to that dynamic force. But let's see what the inside of this bushing looks like after all this time. And you use this arbor press to press out the center tube in the bushing. Okay, you can see that the zinc plating on the tube still looks to be intact. We're a little bit dry on the inside of that bushing, so it could be lubricated again. But again, I don't know how many miles are on this, but we haven't heard about any squeaking on this, so we're going to re-lubricate those cross hatches and give it a fresh life here in the application. We've re-lubed the inside interface on this bushing. And I guess even though the bushing is dry, you can still feel a film on this tube. And that's what it really comes down to, is we are providing some lubrication between this tube interface. And so that will keep this bushing from wearing down. Obviously the knurled surface is still there and still ready to take some more grease. We're going to press this tube right back into the bushing. We're going to see that it has the excess grease coming out the other side, and we'll just leave that in place, smooth it on out, and reinstall this bushing for the next 50,000 miles. Bushing #2, similar situation. The inside looks dry, however, we still have a film on that tube, which means the lubrication was contained on that interface. And all lubed up. Brighten it up thing. We just use our trusty toothbrush and wipe that interface just to re-red it with grease. Press it back in and we're good to go. Of course, the #1 bushing is why we did this process, so check those out too.